Hi, I'm Fred Nelson. Welcome to the show. There's a lot of great cars in Alberta and a lot of great stories, and we're going to have a look at one right now. This is Muscle Motors, owned by Todd Blakely, and this is where car guys like to come and hang out and talk cars. Today's story is a unique one.
Muscle Motors, we're a restoration, mechanical, and machine shop. So our main forte is the old stuff. We love the old iron. And Strathmore Fun Runners Car Club, we've been doing this for 25 years now, and this year was our 25th. So anytime that we can get the guys together out on a day and do something, whether it's a quick run to small towns and go for wings and a beer, hey, we're up for that. And today the same thing. There's a great event at Muscle Motors, and that's why everybody's here today.
We've got Cliff Ganand here today, and he's got a good story on a car that's not supposed to exist. So maybe you can fill us in on this, Cliff.
Thanks, Fred. Yes, so what we have here is a car, like you say, that isn't supposed to exist, and it was only made for the Western Canadian market. It's a 1972 Dodge Dart Swinger 340 Special, and it was specially ordered by Crosstown Motor City in Edmonton, Alberta in the spring of 1972. The Swinger 340 was discontinued in 1970, and Crosstown Motors, being the largest volume dealership in Canada at the time, between the late 60s, early 70s, and also purported to have the most Hemi cars sold per capita in North America. So they had a lot of clout, and they sold race cars. The 70 Swinger 340 was a great little race car, but it was discontinued. So they said to head office, and because they had clout, hey, we still need some more of those little cars. So based on the sequentially built cars of that on that day of May 5th, 1972, 45 were made, approximately. And what we have here is one of 13 known to exist still.
Where did you find this, Cliff?
Well, it's a long story. My son and I, in the fall of, actually it was the summer of 2004, we walked over this hill, and there was this kind of beautiful little valley, and there's a little creek running through it, and there was this roof sticking out of the tall slough grass. And so he said, well, let's go check it out. So we walked down. The grass is literally this tall, the slough grass. So we're knocking the grass away from the car. Oh, it's a Dart of some sort. And oh wow, there's a big hood scoop. Oh, there's a 340 emblem, and it's like, oh wow, so this is kind of cool. Anyway, so we got back home, and I took down the VIN and all that stuff, and I was attending Mopar shows the next summer, and telling, hey, I got this 340 car, because there was an H in the VIN, which signifies that it's a 340 car. Mm-hmm. And they all said, well, no, those don't exist. They never made them. And I'm like, but it has the H in the VIN, right? And it has the big scoop, and it has all this kind of stuff. And they're like, no, they never made it. So that's where it all started, and had to do a lot of research to prove that they existed.
And you've got all the backup for it now to prove the car does exist.
Yes, it was a labor of love for many years, and but this car isn't that car. That car was just too far gone, and so over the years I've been putting together parts, saving up money, because I knew at some point something was going to be restored.
Yeah, let's have a look at it, Cliff.
Yeah.
So what makes this car so special is the fact that it is factory. All this stuff came from the factory this way. Isn't that right, Cliff?
Yes, no, you're totally right. And I had to ensure, just because they're so rare, that this car went right back to factory stock. It went a little anal, I'm afraid to say. I mean, yeah, there's purists out there. But it's just because it is so rare. There's only 13 of these known to exist, and 4 that are restored. and a couple more that are happening.
Tell us some of the features that are so special with this 340 Swinger Special.
Obviously, like you say, that it's a 340, and they never put a 340 in these cars. But what also made this car so special was that it was an LL, which means it's the base model Swinger. It was the cheapest. It has rubber floors. It's radio delete. Has a 3-speed manual transmission. There's no frills. There's no trim. There's no nothing. It was essentially a race car.
So it was sort of Dodge's Dart's version of the Roadrunner then.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. Yeah. No. Exactly.